Okay, welcome back. Last time we challenged Giovanni at the Viridian City Gym and earned our final gym badge. Then we had another rival battle, which we did manage to win. Unfortunately, we did lose Zephyr the Pidgeot in the process. However, honestly, to be totally honest, my rival was absolutely throwing. If he'd just spammed Psychic with his Alakazam, he probably would have taken out 2 or 3 Pokemon. And that's a level 44 Machoke as my encounter. I am more than happy to get that. Partially because, one, that's a Pokemon that I only have the 5 Pokemon with me right now, but that is a Pokemon I can just use in Victory Road now. It might not be going on the team, but for now, that's a really solid Pokemon to have. Also, because I don't actually have a Pokemon that currently knows Strength with me, I can just teach it that. Because Machoke is one of the absolute all-stars of using HMs. And, well, you know, it's already level 44, so that's actually higher level than most of my Pokemon. Actually, now that I think about it, that is on level with my highest level Pokemon, which I believe is Kuzenbo and Talia, who are both level 44. However, this Machoke, it may be giving my team a little bit of the business, but it's just a Machoke, so it should stay in the ball. Also, in between episodes, I went and bought more full heals and hyper potions. Hopefully I won't need them, but you know, it's always good to have them just in case. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna Sleep Powder again, and then I'm gonna Razor Leaf, and hopefully that should do enough that I can then just throw a ball, catch this Machoke, and we can be on our way through Victory Road. So yeah, basically, in that last episode, that rival fight could have gone a lot worse, but honestly, my rival was absolutely throwing. And by that I mean he clicked Calm Mind, and he also switched out when he probably could have just wiped out my team. At the very least, he could have secured 2 or 3 kills. Honestly, it could have been 4. It could have been the whole team. Even depending on a couple of speed checks and everything. And honestly, I'm very glad that it didn't happen, but yeah, not great. Also, I said I was going to add a new Pokemon to the team in between episodes. To be totally honest, I couldn't decide what to add. I narrowed it down to 4 or 5 Pokemon, and just couldn't really decide on any of them, so I went and did the classic decision of, well, I'll figure it out later. So right now, we're just going to be making our way through Victory Road, and then I will have a new final Pokemon added to the team when we actually go and challenge for Pokemon League in the next episode. And I should probably actually put Kuzenbo or Talia out front. And by that, I mean, I know that the first trainer in here primarily uses fire types. So let's put Talia out front, because Kuzenbo will be doing a whole lot of work in everything else. And now, of course, I have to scroll all the way back down. 10 out of 10, this is first world problems number 1 for using the amulet coin, but hey, it happens. Now, fortunately for me, I don't need my Pokemon to be awake to push this giant boulder. Also, I narrowed down the choices of what to add to the team to 5 or 6 choices, and I might put a poll up. Because, okay, full disclosure, I'm recording this, like, a good while in advance, because I kind of just wanted to keep playing Pokemon. So I am a good while ahead of myself. So, by the time, that's a wild Arbok, okay. By the time this episode goes up, there may have been a poll up for a little while asking what I should add to the team, but hey, I will figure that out. I might just decide on something, I might do a poll, I don't know, I have not decided yet. Also, I'm just very glad that my encounter wasn't Onix, because to be totally honest, if I got to Victory Road and then my encounter was Onix, I would be more than just a little bit upset. However, I now also get to play a fun little minigame called I'm using a Max Repel to keep low-level Pokemon away, and yeah, a lot of Pokemon in here can be like level 44 to 46. So yeah, I'm still in potential danger here. On the plus side, Talia is apparently fast enough that she can just get me away from all of these, so I don't need to worry too much. I wonder if you're good. Okay, let's find out. I know she has fire types. She has a Persian and 4 fire types. So, Yeah, I don't know why I remember that so well. Maybe it's because she's the first person in Victory Road here. Either way, Feint Attack will do a little bit more than I'm expecting it to, because it's a special attack in this gen, and it still only does 23, because Persian doesn't really have much of a special attack stat, unfortunately. Well, I guess it is fortunate. It's fortunate for me. Now, I'm going to Sludge Bomb. I'm going to conserve my Earthquakes, because I know I'll need them further in. So basically, I'm going to conserve my Earthquakes for evolved Pokemon. So if a Rapidash or a Ninetales or an Arcanine, if something like that comes out, then I'll Earthquake. Otherwise, I'm just going to Slash and Sludge Bomb my way to victory. And if they set up a evasiveness thing, I can just go for Swift and bypass that. Now, to be totally honest, I'm just glad that I've managed to keep a Sandslash not only alive, but relevant on the team for as long as I have. Because Sandslash is a Pokemon that's kinda not great a lot of the time, and I am more than happy to finally be able to give one the moment of... just to give one the moment of shine, I guess, that it deserves. And that is Flamethrower. That might actually kill. I hope it doesn't. What was I worried about? Now we just Swift. Okay, yeah, I can Swift and then Slash, and that should be enough. Also, I could... Also, that was a lot of damage, okay. I also could have just taught Tillia Strength. To be totally honest, I think all of my Pokemon can learn Strength. But honestly, I'm more than happy not to, and I'm going to EQ. And that was actually a very dangerous decision, because to be totally honest, I made the choice to click Earthquake, and then just immediately thought, wait, Ninetales is fast, I'm going to get outsped and die. But hey, we didn't. So, that's good. Tillia lives another battle, which is always good for me, because I love Sandslash. It is a very cool Pokemon. Like, it's just one of those Pokemon that I've always been fond of, but it's always kind of just missed out on, like, being my favorite. Like, it's one of those Pokemon that I do really like, but it just kind of falls a tiny bit short in terms of being one of my favorites of this gen, and a lot of the time. Now, I'm going to have to run back here, TMO2, that is Double Edge. So anything that could naturally learn Dragon Claw can now learn Double Edge. To be totally honest, I would have preferred just having access to Dragon Claw. I would have much preferred Dragon Claw. Mostly because I know that in the somewhat near future, I know that this resets. I'm dead certain that that's supposed to reset. There we go. 10 out of 10. Sometimes I remember how this game works, sometimes I don't. Either way, that is a rare candy. Which, honestly, I probably shouldn't have even bothered going back for, because I'm probably not going to use it. Is there a hidden item here? It seems like there would be. We found one Ultra Ball. Very nice. Now, I remember what this guy has, vaguely. And I think... you know what, I'll just keep Sandslash out. I can see you're good. Let me see exactly how good. So, this guy has 5 Pokemon as well. A lot of the people in here have a lot of Pokemon. This guy has a Raticate, a Wartortle, an Ivysaur, a Charmeleon, and a Charizard. So, basically, this guy's team is, hey, what if I had all the starters, but also I had 2 Charmanders, and also I have a Raticate for some reason. But hey, I'm not going to complain. Oh, also, I decided on my level cap being 53, and to be totally honest, I have an awful feeling that that will be a decision I come to regret. But hey, that is something for me to, I guess, plan and try to strategize around as I head on into the Pokemon League. Super Fang, I don't need to worry about. That is guaranteed half damage. Basically, it is, basically, if I had 120 health, it'll always do 60. If I have 60, it'll do 30, 30, it'll do 15. Basically, you can never die to Super Fang, as far as I'm aware. Now, obviously, that is a grass type, so we're just going to switch on out. Bring in my Charizard. Charizard will just consume this Razor Leaf for breakfast, lunch, and maybe even dinner. And now we're just going to hit it with a Wing Attack, conserve a Flamethrower. Maybe I should have actually stuck with it and just actually gone for the Flamethrower. Unless... Hang on, what if... I'm going to try Metal Claw, because that'll probably kill. And if I get that kills, and I don't get the attack boost. Okay. I was kind of banking on the idea of getting the attack boost there. It obviously doesn't make that much of a difference. I didn't get it, but it would have been kind of nice to get it. And honestly, I probably should have actually gone out to Sparky here, because Sparky could just Thunderbolt my way to victory from here. But hey, I'm just going to Razor Leaf, and then I guess I'll switch out to Kuzenbo when the Charmeleon comes in. And obviously then Charmeleon and Charizard will both go down to Kuzenbo. So we will be on our way in, I don't know, probably like a minute. And I do remember there's a good few trainers in here. And honestly, they will give a good chunk of the XP. I imagine most of my Pokemon will go up at least a couple of levels in here. And obviously, after this episode, I will have quite a bit of grinding to do. So I will have, basically, I will be going into the Elite Four with all of my Pokemon at the level cap. And hoping for the best. Because if I recall correctly, I think Lorelei's ace is 54, Bruno's is 56. Yeah, I think it's 54, 56, 58, 60, 63 for Lorelei, Bruno, Agatha, Lance, and then the champion. If I'm recalling correctly. Again, I haven't played this game in a few years, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. And then in the post-game rematches, I think the highest... I want to say your rival gets to level 72 or 75 or something, and in the post-game. Either way, Charizard wipes out... Charizard gets wiped out by Surf, and we are now free to go. Kuzenbo hits level 45, very nice. To be totally honest, I knew that Blastoise was going to be super good and super helpful to have. I didn't think it was going to kind of just come in and take over the entire team in the way that it has. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that I have it, but still. Now, is there an item there? There was not. Okay. I do remember that there are 2 or 3 TMs in Victory Road here, and obviously, I do quite like to pick up everything I can, so, hopefully we'll be able to get some good TMs. The repel wears off, which obviously I'm just going to throw another one on. It isn't keeping every potential encounter away, but hey, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Now, let's take the amulet coin off Talia, put it on Helios, and because, well, that's a black belt, so I might as well just put it on Helios and go for wing attacks. Realistically, though, I have access to Psychic on basically everything, but hey, I'll take those attack EVs. This here is Victory Road. It's the final test for trainers. I mean, it is kind of... I mean, it's the final test before the actual final test, which is the Pokemon League. Okay, Machoke. Fortunately, I don't need to worry about Rock Slide or anything, because these guys will not have Move Tutor moves, or they won't have Move Tutor moves, they won't have TMs. I don't need to worry anywhere near as much as I would. Okay, so now it's a wing attack, take out the Machoke, and what else is he going to have? I'm going to guess a Machop and a Primeape, or maybe a Machop and a second Machoke. Either way, I know I don't need to worry about Machamp, because for some reason very few people in this game have one, and I know that Bruno does have one. Honestly, I'll probably mention it again when I actually get to them, but this Elite Four has always been a little bit weird to me, because I've always thought they were all super cool and interesting, and then Bruno's just kind of there. Like, I know, that's always kind of been a little bit of a downgrade for Kanto's Elite Four for me. Because it's just like, yeah, Bruno is kind of just here, isn't he? Like, he's kind of just a guy, really. And that Vital Throw did very little, 10 out of 10, now Wing Attack takes out Machoke, and we can keep on moving on. And I should probably take a little bit more time to, focus on healing when I get injured, but hey, it'll be fine. Now, I know that there is another trainer down here. I think they're a bird keeper, but I know I need to come past them I know I need to go past them to get out of here, so I will come back and fight them kind of on my way out. Why? I don't know. It gives me something to do. And that is TM37. It contains Magical Leaf. Okay, so I'm in 2 minds about that. 1, Magical Leaf is a great move. It's like I would counter it. I would say it's probably. I would argue it is a direct upgrade for Razor Leaf. It only hits one thing, but it's guaranteed, and it doesn't have high crit chance, but it's guaranteed to hit. And honestly, I think I would prefer that. However, the TM overwrote was Sandstorm, so I don't think I can teach that to most of my Pokemon. And most of the Pokemon that I do have that would be able to learn Sandstorm probably don't really appreciate a special move in this gen. But I don't know, maybe I'll probably have one Pokemon that would be able to get some good use out of it. And that is a Golduck. I am going to switch out to Root, and hopefully this thing doesn't have Psychic. I have a feeling it has Psychic. Okay, I guess it predicted. However, if it... What was I worried about? That did nothing. But just for safety, let's go for a Sleep Powder, then we'll Leech Seed it, you know, just to get a teensy little bit of health back, and then we can play offense fully. And yeah, pretty much, that's basically going to be my strategy for this. Really, I cannot land moves these last few episodes. For example, if you missed the last episode, when I was fighting my rival, we missed Sleep Powder on his Gyarados 3 turns in a row. Which isn't ideal for me. Also, I know that Root has pretty solid special defense and Golduck has okay special attack, but the fact that did so little damage is genuinely kind of surprising to me. But hey, Helios went up to level 43, and with that, both of the other starter forms have now actually they are now both higher level than my actual starter Pokemon. Although I think that is largely to do with just the fact that one of them is a lot more, you know, naturally offensively inclined. Like, I can get more natural offense out of Kuzenbo and Helios, I think. Whereas Root, the Venusaur, is a lot more kind of balanced. Is Victreebel too tough? No, I'm kind of breezing through here. And this is a Juggler, who has a Mr. Mime. Okay, place your bets. Does this Mr. Mime have Thunderbolt? Honestly, I don't want to find out, so I'm just going to blast him with Flamethrower and hopefully one-shot. I doubt I one-shot, but I'm still just going to go for it. Okay, no, we get Encore into Flamethrower, so, I guess we hit him again. And Mr. Mime wanted Helios' greatest hit. And with that, Mr. Mime got Helios' greatest hits, and it turns out they burn horribly. Okay, so... Many trainers give up on their challenge here and go home. Okay, TM07, Nature Power, so that's Hail. So Hail was Nature Power. So I can teach that to an Ice type, I can teach that to Kuzenbo. Yeah, I'm probably not doing that. Nature Power is an interesting move, but it's not one that I would consider particularly reliable. Now, I think this is a fight where Talia can really shine, so I am going to lead with her for this fight. I think this could prove to be a disastrous decision, because I remember this guy has a very well-rounded team. Like, he has a team that if you had this guy's team in a playthrough, it wouldn't be too bad. Like, he has a pretty solid team. I think he has, like, Electrode, Arcanine. He has Executor. I should have just led Charizard. Actually, hang on, wait. He won't have... I don't need to worry too much. I can just Sludge Bomb him. I can Sludge Bomb him, and I don't need to worry about Leaf Storm, because it doesn't exist in this game. But there's the Stun Spore. Okay. Well, while I'm here, I might as well just go for it again. Okay, Confusion, that'll do a fair bit, because Executor does hit pretty hard. Okay, I knew it was going to hit pretty hard, but I didn't think it was going to hit that pretty hard. But hey, we are now level 46 with Talia, so I guess most of the grinding for this Sandslash is already done. In comes Cloyster, so this will probably go for an Ice move, so I'm going to switch out to Sparky. Gonna switch out to Sparky and just Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt will just one-shot it. Oh no, it sets up spikes, okay. Spikes are not going to be too much of a threat to me. Thunderbolt obviously one-shots Cloyster, because Cloyster is all all physical defense. I think it's like base 180 physical defense, but it's like base 60 or something on its special. So, yeah, we just blitz through that. In comes a Sandslash of his own, so I will switch out to Brute Root. And now, I mean, obviously, I win the Sandslash mirror match. Like, if it comes down to it, I win the Sandslash mirror match. But I don't really want to if I can avoid it. So let's go for the Razor Leaf. That probably one-shots. 10 out of 10. And because, once again, Sandslash's special defense is not all that good, I say that, but... I mean, I say that, but I was more than willing to let Talia try to fight an Alakazam last episode. So you know what, maybe I have misplaced confidence. Either way, I'm kind of just skipping out on this. I'm just going to switch it to Kuzenbo, and then we'll surf our way to victory. But yeah, this guy's team has actually been kind of good. He's had Executor, Cloyster, Arcanine, Sandslash. Oh, also, I gave Kuzenbo the leftovers. And I think I want to say I gave Talia the Quick Claw, but since I gave it the Amulet coin, that's been moved off it. Either way, his final Pokemon, I believe, is Electrode. Yeah, so this guy's team is actually pretty solid across the board. He's had... So, once again, this guy's team was Executor, Cloyster, Electrode, Sandslash, and Arcanine. Like, that's a good team. That is a very solid team. Okay, he's just going for Sonic Boom, and Earthquake lands, one-shots the Electrode, and we can be on our way. Talia has a close to near-death experience, but hey, she survived, she survives, and we move on to another battle. The rumors were true! So it was you who beat Giovanni of Team Rocket. Yeah, that's me, hi. It was not worth doing that for. It was not worth doing that for a max revive. Like, if I had a rule where it's like, oh, yeah, if I find a revive in the overworld, I can use it, I think that would be great, but no, that's not a rule that I'm playing with. It's one that I've considered for playthroughs in the past, but just one that I've never gone with. Now, I also know that there's another floor I can climb down here. I know I can go down another floor, and I think this boulder resets if I do. So I'm just going to go and do that first, and then I'll come back to push this boulder. I believe we also have another TM over here. Okay, Onyx, can you please go away? Like, I don't hate Onyx. I don't hate Onyx. It's just not good. Also, TM50 was Crush Claw. Normally, that would be Overheat. And Overheat, I know Helios would be able to. I don't think any of my other Pokemon would. Now, this is a Guard Spec, so that's useless to me. And I do not remember what this guy has. However, if we needed to kind of loop back around to the entrance of Victory Road, this guy, we could push this boulder and basically go back. Now, if you can get through here, you can go meet the Elite Four. I mean, yeah, I intend to. I intend to meet them, defeat them, and then become champion. Okay, he has Charmeleon. Okay. Earthquake. When in doubt, Earthquake. I have a feeling this guy might have a Charmeleon, an Ivysaur, and a Wartortle, but I feel like that's an incorrect assumption on my part. Oh, he has a Lapras? That's actually kind of scary. Lapras kind of scares me. Because I know the Okay, more accurately, Oh! Oh! I don't like that! I really don't like that! Okay. Brew went for Perish Song, okay. That's bad. That's bad for me. That's very bad for me, in fact. Perish Song always worries me so much. Because it's one of those moves where it's like, because it's one of those moves that you see the AI use and it's like, oh, I can easily work around this. And then you actually have a think about it and it's like, oh, are they gonna do something to trap me in? Like, are they gonna, like, go for Perish Song Sand Tomb or something? And it's like, no, no, no. Oh, like, where they, I don't know, are they, I'm always just a little bit worried about it. Like, are they planning something? Are they going for a strategy where they will die, but they're taking my Pokemon with them? Okay, let's switch out to Tillia, and we can just EQ and probably be on our way. Actually, no, Lickitung has a lot of health. Like, Lickitung has a massive HP stat, if I recall correctly. It doesn't have much else going for it, but it definitely has an HP stat. But I do have 6 levels on and Stab Earthquake. But hey, it did actually take that hit. And Slam landed for a crit for about 37 damage. Yeah, I don't need to worry. Slash takes out this Lickitung. But yeah, I was a little bit worried. I was worried about the Lapras. To be totally honest, I hadn't even thought about Perish Song. I was more so just worried because of the potential that I know Lapras has. I know that this guy's one wouldn't have had it, but the idea that I could pull up and fight a Lapras that has, like, Surf, Ice Beam, Psychic, Thunderbolt, that potential of coverage is kind of scary to have to think about in a Nuzlocke context. Okay, what's this gonna be? Another Onix. Look, Onix, I'm a level with you here, buddy. I have no personal beef with Onix. Actually, I probably should have knocked that out for the EXP. He put Tillia up to level 47, and then all those Pokemon. And then I think almost everything in here would leave me alone, because I'm fairly sure the highest level Pokemon that can appear in here are 47 and 48. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty certain that I'm right. Okay, so I don't remember what this lady has. Trainers live to seek stronger opponents. Fair. I mean, that's, to be totally honest, I think that's an understandable kind of thing. Like, sometimes, like, I think this applies a lot in games, in sports, in a lot of things. Just, like, playing against people who are better than you, you'll get better. You know, kind of, what's the term? Like, rising tide raises all ships or whatever? Like, that kind of thing. Where it's like, hey, yeah, if I'm playing against people who are just better than me at something, eventually I will kind of learn some strategies from them. I'll grow and adapt as a player. Like, I think that's something that's always kind of applicable. I mean, obviously it isn't a 100% guaranteed thing. But, like, I think there is usually something to be learned from playing against people who are better than you at something. I mean, obviously, it can be very frustrating. Like, if you play against someone and you just lose over and over and over and over and over and over again, yeah, it can be incredibly disheartening. You know, that just constant stream of losses can be disheartening. Also, I should have gone to Brute Root here, this could have Sheer Cold. Okay, it went for Aurora Beam. I can't words. Anyway, Thunderbolt. That Dugong actually has good special defense. It might take that. It actually did take that. Okay. No. Speak it into being, and so it shall come to pass. Well, there goes my Raichu. I'm genuinely upset about that. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming and I could do nothing about it. Okay, I could have done something about it, but I chose not to. I chose to believe, oh, it's a 30% chance. It won't hit. But no, I had to play stupid. I had to just not go out to my higher level Pokemon. I'm genuinely annoyed at that. Okay, thank you for the crit Brute Root, but still, I'm actually genuinely annoyed by that. Because that should... Like, I was ready for the slam dunk. I had the 3 starters. I had the Raichu. I was prepared. Honestly, if I had statics just being, if I had other statics normal, I would have been able to just have Red's team. I would have had the Snorlax, I would have had the Lapras, I would have had all 3 starters and a Raichu. That team would have been amazing. Anyway, Brute is going to handle this Persian. We're going to move on. There's 3 trainers after... Sorry, there's 4 trainers after this. Wait, is there? Yeah, there's 4 trainers because I ignored one of them earlier. Ironically enough, I'm pretty sure they're a bird keeper, so I was keeping them for Sparky to fight. The irony of it all being, the most annoying part of all being, the fact that if I had actually just fought that bird keeper, I might have gotten the experience that would have leveled Sparky up to not die to sheer cold there. Oh, that's annoying. I am going to be mad at myself for that for a good while. Like, I will probably come to the next episode. Full disclosure, it is 20 past 8 in the evening as I'm recording this right now. I will probably do my training. I'll probably do all my grinding for this tomorrow, and then probably just finish recording the main bit of the series. But yeah, I am upset about that. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. It never happened. It happened. It definitely happened. Actually, before I do anything else, I'll heal Talia. I'll heal all my Pokemon. Why not? So I know that these 2 are pretty much the last 2 trainers that I have to fight in here. And I know that one of them is a grass-type trainer, and one of them is a water-type trainer. Now I gotta play a fun little mini-game called Which is Which, because I do not remember which is which. I think the guy is the water-type trainer and the girl is the grass-type one, but I have an awful feeling that I'm getting that mixed up. Either way, I'm gonna put the amulet coin on Brute, and we are going to go and fight them. Okay, so, worst case scenario is I might have to psychic a couple of things. Okay, so, only the chosen can pass here. Not really, we can completely avoid these people. But no, we fight. We fight and we win. Here's Kingler. Okay, it's only level 41, I don't need to worry about Guillotine. Honestly, good, because I would be upset if I lost a second Pokemon to a one-hit KO move. Okay, Kingler wiped out by Razor Leaf in 1 hit. That's not surprising at all to me, really. Because Kingler is kind of incredibly frail on a special attack stat. Poliwhirl comes in, once again, Razor Leaf, instantly. Actually, Poliwhirl might take one. No, not quite. Okay. So now I have an electric type space open, but I don't... no. I was going to say I have an electric type space open, and then I thought about my other electric types, and I decided against it immediately, because my other electric types are a potential Ampharos, but okay, so I have a potential Ampharos, I have a Girafarig, I have a Houndoom, and I have a Huntail. Because I'm weird about things, I think I'm going to bar myself from using them until the post-game. Like, I'll only allow myself to use the Kanto Pokemon in this initial part of the game. And now you may be thinking, but Branch, what's the point of doing that? If you're doing it that way, what was the point of randomizing the static Pokemon in the first place? And allow me to answer that. I don't have an actual explanation for that. Also, that I think this thing has Liquid Ooze, so that's why I'm not setting up, whatchamacallit. That's why I'm not using Leech Seed. Wait, why did I go to Sand Slash? That's gonna Surf. That's gonna Bubble Beam. That's gonna kill Talia. That kills. 100% that kills. Okay, we're alive, we're alive, we're alive. I Earthquake. We get out of here. That didn't happen. I totally didn't nearly just get my Sand Slash killed. That was a lapse in judgment. That was me seeing the Poison type and not the Water type. Okay, Seizure comes in, that's fine, I can switch out. And this will be the Brute Root show just to the end of this fight. Like, this will be Brute Root to the end of this fight, Helios through the next one. Then I believe there is a duo who have Nidoking and Nidoqueen. And then we are out of here. Big crit coming out of Venusaur. Why is it that Sparky died and Brute Root started critting? I feel like I never got crits for most of the game with Razor Leaf. I lost my Raichu, and suddenly Venusaur just... Like, Raichu died, and Venusaur locked in. It's like, oh, it's time to crit. Okay, but does it crit the Blastoise? It does indeed crit the Blastoise, okay. Yeah, like, Sparky died, and Brute Root just locked in. Hey, I'm not going to complain. I don't believe it! Anything else to say? All trainers here are headed to the Pokemon League. Don't let your guard down. Okay, fair enough. I had no real intention of doing so. But now, let's put the Amulet Coin on Helios and keep on moving on. Because I believe I should be just about done here. And I can keep the Amulet Coin on Charizard going into the next fight, so I won't need to even scroll all the way up and down the bag. What a novelty that will be! Because basically my plan for the next fight... Actually, hang on, wait, I might have an even better idea for the next fight. But, yeah, I'll sort that out in a couple of minutes' time. Okay, so, let's fight this lady. I'll show you just how good you are. Not! Lady, you only have grass types. I'm about to send a Charizard in your direction. What are you going to do to stop me? You are sending out a level 42 Bellsprout. Wing attack. Like, that isn't even a wing attack. That's Charizard walks by and just kind of like, I guess it kind of just like shoulder checks it, and the Bellsprout gets knocked out. Okay, Weeping Bell. Let's see if that can take a wing attack. Like, that one maybe takes it did indeed take the hit, and it lands a Sleep Powder. Okay, now we have a fight. Disclaimer, we do not have an actual fight. They just used a Hyper Potion on a Weeping Bell. But hey, here we are. As long as... Look, I don't know if this was a roll, so I'm going to Wing Attack again, and hopefully they don't go for another Sleep Powder. Okay, you know what? Okay, they just went for Acid. That's fine. Now, we'll secure the kill with Metal Claw, and I'm just going to Flamethrower everything else. Because I imagine, given what the last one had, I imagine this lady will have a Vileplume, she'll have a Tangela, and a Victory Bell. I knew the Victory Bell would be in here. So I imagine her other two Pokemon will probably be Tangela and Vileplume. Which actually means that this trainer would be a direct upgrade of Erika's team. But hey, that's fine. Helios hits level 44, very nice. And tries to learn Slash. Honestly, no, I'll keep Smokescreen. Should I? No, I'll learn Slash over Smokescreen. Disclaimer, this may come back to be very inconvenient for me. But hey, we'll see how it goes. This could be a decision that comes back to affect me terribly when I'm actually in the Pokemon League itself. Oh, she had a Parasect? Okay, buddy, get torched. Immediately, burn, perish. Burn, perish, weird crab, zombie, mushroom thing. And her last Pokemon is a regular Paras. Okay. Burn even more so. Because that's quad effective. That's quad effective stab. Genuinely, Parasect, I've no actual beef with those Pokemon. You're furious. I lost a Pokemon to sheer cold. Also, no, she's like, oh, you showed me how good I was. No, I just sent out a Charizard and you had a team of exclusively grass types. Like, personally, I think that was a foregone conclusion. Okay, so now we shove this boulder down here, and now we can just push this all the way over here. Also, the TM that we got from Blaine, TM38, is normally Fire Blast. it was Powder Snow, so I could teach Powder Snow a Charizard, which would be very funny. But ultimately, it's a base 40 move. It's basically Ice-type Ember. Now, you know what? Yeah, Charizard, you can handle this. Ah, so you wish to challenge the Elite Four? Yeah, that's the plan. That's why I'm here. No, it was a Juggler. And they had a Drowsy. Okay, never mind. I guess I had the wrong... I guess I had the wrong read on this guy. I thought he was going to be a Bird Keeper. Either way, it's going to be the same result, isn't it? Psychic! I mean, it's a Drowsy. It's not going to do much. Okay, I said it wasn't going to do much. I thought it would do a little bit more than 19 damage, to be totally honest. Either way, Drowsy gets wiped out by Helios. And now, in comes a Hypno. To be totally honest, I'm a little bit concerned about these, so I'm actually going to switch out to Kuzenbo, and we're just going to bite our way to victory. Okay, Meditate, that increases its physical attack set. What's it going to do? What's it going to do? Ooh, try to headbutt me to death? I mean, Hypno is like 70% forehead, so it might be. Buddy, that's +1. That's +1 and you did like 20 damage. Like, that's just sad. Like, genuinely, that's just sad. And you got flinched. Buddy, this ain't your day. This is not your day, Hypno. And now we just bite. And fare thee well, Hypno. Okay, so Hypno gets dropped. Kuzenbo doesn't quite level up. And that's a Kadabra. Honestly, the Kadabra is the most threatening thing this guy will have, because I don't think he'll have an Alakazam. And let's just go for a bite. And that won't... Okay, yeah. If that was a spec... Okay, that gets Torrent now, so that's not going to do anything for it. And just for a little bit of disrespect, we'll just finish him off with the Water Gun. And now his final Pokemon is probably just another Drowsy, I think. No, it's a second Kadabra, okay. Let's just go for Surf. Surf will probably one-shot. It'll be roughly the same amount of damage as Bite, if not more. Yeah, there we go. 10 out of 10, there goes the Kadabra. We are now well on our way. And now we can fight the last person in here. You got me. Okay, so Roy also came through here. I love how they just mention some kid called Roy. It's like, do they know that I'm their rival? They probably don't. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is move these two up to the front and quickly patch up Charizard. Because, fortunately for me, I don't need to worry about gravity, and I'm also part flying type, so this should be okay. We're trying to become champions together. Well, I have a great suggestion for you. Having more than 2 Pokemon between you. Like, don't get me wrong, Nidoking and Nidoqueen, like, power couple. Actual power couple. But, yeah, you maybe want to have a few more options available. So now we just Flamethrower of Nidoking, because Nidoking is a lot more threatening. Earthquake doesn't affect Helios. Probably finishes off Nidoking and does a good chunk of damage to Nidoqueen. Never mind, it just takes out both. And with that, Sandslash has made it to the Elite Four. 10 out of 10, Sandslash has made it. Along with the 3 final evolutions of the starter Pokemon. But, well, yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens, buddy. You've taught me that power can be infinite in shape and form. You've beaten us. Greatness remains elusive. Okay, so now we just head on down, talk to this guy. He normally teaches you Double Edge. You should be proud of yourself, having battled your way through Victory Road so courageously. In recognition of your feat, I'll teach you Mud Sport. Yeah, let's not do that. I got through all of Victory Road. I lost my Raichu. I got through Victory Road, but I lost my Raichu. And my prize at the end of that is being told, I can teach you a Mud Sport. It's like, no. Never. I can't think of a time when I've ever seriously used Mud Sport. Anyway, with that, we've now made it to the Indigo Plateau. We've now made it to the Pokemon League. I now have to put this team back together. Well, I say put this team back together. More accurately, I need to get over the death of Sparky. pick up 2 new Pokemon and see what I can do in the Elite Four, which we will be doing in our next episode. Okay, the Machoke was rash-natured, that isn't great. But hey, yeah, I need to kind of figure out what I'm going to do with the team from here on out. Okay, so I'm just putting this in at the end of this episode, because, to be totally honest, I'm recording this little section the day after, and I'm going to need to fly somewhere, so I'm going to quickly pick up Zephyr. Basically, I decided that I was going to quickly go back to one island, and basically just get my encounter on Kindle Road and on Mount Ember, but obviously, you know, I kind of need to do those on screen, because otherwise, you know, could be a bit weird. So pretty much, my plan here is go catch my Pokemon there, and honestly, I'm kind of hoping to potentially get another Machop, because, to be totally honest, as much as I am glad that I have Machoke available, yeah, it having Rash Nature, and I think that's minus Special Defense plus Special Attack. I know that I've said that in an in-game playthrough, the natures don't really matter all that much, but I would honestly just quite like to have a little bit more security with it. And that is a Tentacool. We do not need to worry about this. However, I am going to try to just dodge the trainers around here. I don't think that should be too difficult, watch as I now run directly into them both, but hey, here we are. And that's a Geodude, we already have one of those. So for Kindle Road, my options here are either, I think it's either I run into another Machop that I could catch, or a Ponyta. And to be totally honest, I wouldn't be too disappointed with either of the two, because either way I have a potential Machamp, or I have a potential Rapidash. You know, always nice to just have more options available on the off chance that one of my Pokemon does get wiped out. So, yeah, hopefully my Pokemon won't get wiped out, but hey, anything could happen. I just need this kid to turn around real quick. There we go, time to just quickly run on by him. I'm going to try to avoid all of the trainers here that I can. However, at the same time, yeah, I know my luck, I'm probably going to run into most of them. Anyway, we're now past Kindle Road, so I guess I'm not picking up my encounter here just yet. Also, I'm going to be totally honest, every single time I've ever played this game, I've always gotten stuck kind of like running between those two guys for ages, and I don't know how I manage it. Like, I don't know how I manage to mess it up every single time without fail. Anyway, we are now on Mount Ember, where this guy will teach us Explosion normally, but I'll be coming back here at a later time because I need to go and get Moltres. So, yeah, for now we can skip out on that, and I will quickly teach Talia Strength again. I'll just get rid of Sludge Bomb, because realistically, if I get myself into a battle, also, I didn't heal at the end of the last episode, so, like, I finished recording the episode, and I hadn't actually healed, so that is something that I'm going to need to do very soon after I finish recording this. Hopefully it won't take too long, though, so let's just keep going. Now then. Also, oh, no, I can dodge this girl. Okay, so I can dodge these trainers, which I'm going to try to do, and get my encounter here, which is... That's a Fearow. I already have the Fearow. Garuda died a few episodes ago. I'm still a little bit upset about it. But hey, here we are. Actually, I should go a little bit further and try to get into the cave section. Because if I'm specifically looking for Machop, I know that the cave is where I need to be. Also, this guy, yeah, he just has grass types, I think. Which means it is time for Charizard to just, you know, destroy him with, wing attacks and flamethrowers. And because we could have come here ages ago, I say ages ago, we could have come here after we beat Blaine. Yeah, we could just kind of tear through his Pokemon without any real hassle. Charizard goes up to level 45, doesn't learn a new move yet, but that's fine. I think it just tried to learn Slash at like 44. Wait, did I? Yes, I did teach it Slash. 10 out of 10. I recorded the bulk of this episode yesterday, so yeah, I'm already forgetting little things. Maybe it's just because it isn't anything important. Anyway, with that, we now should be able to just head on into this cave, where I believe Machop is a guaranteed encounter. So now, let's run in here, grab this Machop, and then we can be on our way. Level 37, so that's... So honestly, that already has quite a bit covered. So now let's just throw the ball, This thing will probably already have cross-sharp. I don't actually know. It might have submission. I'm hoping that it still has seismic toss, to be totally honest. But hey, we now have the Machop, so now let's quickly have a quick look, see how it's doing, and then we can make our way back, and I can just end off the episode properly. So that is serious natured. That's fine, that's balanced. So now I will quickly head on back to the Pokemon League and end off the episode. So, full disclosure, I will probably, for my own convenience, I'll probably edit it. I'll probably edit it in such a way where I get to the Pokemon League, put this in, and then kind of cut back to the end of the episode. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. And that is something for future me to figure out, because I am a couple of weeks ahead of myself at this point. So for reference, I'm recording this bit on August 30th, because I kinda just want to keep playing Pokemon. But hey, let's quickly fly on back to the Indigo Plateau. Also, this is no guarantee that I'm even going to put the Machamp on the team. Like, I might decide against actually using this after going all my way for it. Anyway, I'm going to save and hand this back over to, I guess, past me to wrap up today's episode. But with that, I am going to wander on over here, save my game, and end off today's episode. So as always, feel free to leave a comment and click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and next time, we'll be taking on the Pokemon League. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.